Hey guys, thanks for watching Weddings by Cled, and we're coming back at you with another T&A session. But before we get into it, I just want to remind you, please subscribe, hit the wherever the subscribe button is, because it's going to bring you fresh new content about wedding planning every single week, and it helps me out too. So I really appreciate that. So today's T&A is about something interesting. Just elope. I know, you're like, why would a wedding planner be telling us to elope? Well, sometimes it just makes more sense to elope. And I'm here to give you advice that's gonna be in your best interest. So sometimes you just need to elope. And I'm gonna tell you some reasons why. So the number one reason for eloping is you might just not have the budget now to do the big wedding. And I see this a lot. You know, I see people stressing out. It's like Rubik's Cube, you know? I mean, they're trying to like squeeze everything they want into a budget that's just not realistic. And I'll always tell you if it's realistic or not to do a wedding with the budget that you have available. So instead of stressing out about it, and if you want to get married now, just elope. I mean, you can do it locally, you can go away somewhere together, and take some time to save up more money to have the wedding that you want. Okay, so the second reason to elope is your family is driving you crazy. You know, I mean, I hear this a lot. It's part of every wedding, but sometimes it's worse than others. And this does not need to be a stressful experience. So if your family is driving you that crazy, that for whatever reasons, whether it be mixed families or whatever budget or whatever stresses there are, sometimes you just want to escape. And that's what you need to do, is just elope when you're having those family problems. Okay, so number three, how about you just want to do it now? You don't want to wait a year or 9 months or 18 months to do wedding planning. Maybe you got a bun in the oven. Maybe you want to have a bun in the oven. Who knows? Whatever reason you want to do it now, do it. There's no reason to wait. There's no rule book that says you have to plan a big wedding and that it has to be in 6 months or 9 months or a year. You want to do it now, it's just the two of you. Just take off and go. Okay, so number four is interesting. You just want your privacy. You just want something really intimate. And this is something that we have almost been forced to do because of the circumstances this year with the pandemic, with COVID that's going on. A lot of couples have decided to just do a small, beautiful, intimate ceremony with just the two of them, maybe some close friends, maybe some family, and then they'll do the big party next year. But there doesn't have to be a pandemic to do that. So if you just want something really unique and private and intimate, just elope. So number five is kind of twofold. Eloping is adventurous. I mean, come on. And eloping is exciting. And it's something that, you know, can really light your fire, you know, to find somewhere that's exotic, that's far away, or maybe close by, but just different, where you can really make your wedding unique, where you can really make it reflect your personalities and do something crazy. I mean, eloping, it doesn't have to be far away. Eloping can be at a campground. Eloping can be on a mountaintop. Wherever the two of you can fit, you can elope. You can take your officiant there and you can do it. City Hall, remember Sex and the City? I mean, that was one of the coolest scenes ever when they got married at City Hall after planning the big wedding, and she just had her closest friends and they got married at City Hall, and she wore the really cute little suit, of course with the amazing shoes, but that was special. So this is an opportunity for you to reflect your personality in your wedding, to find somewhere that's really unique and different and special. And eloping, just elope. So now you have some ideas on why to elope, on how to elope, but eloping doesn't mean that you can't have the big party. It can be a year-long celebration. You can elope now and have the big party later. So there's still something to plan. There's still something to look forward to. And I think that, you know, COVID's really opened our eyes to that. But we're on to something. If there's something cool about having a small, intimate ceremony and looking forward to a celebration that maybe doesn't have as much stress as a first-time wedding would have, that's more of a celebration than a wedding reception. And it can look a little bit different, it can feel a little bit different, it can be a renewal. You can choose to have a ceremony again at that time or not. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's what's so cool about choosing to elope.